Good afternoon and welcome to Smokin and Jokin with your friendly neighborhood old bat. How y'all doing today? I'm doing pretty good. And I went out and got my Veterans Day lunchtime meal. I had barbecue, slaw, and French fries. It was so big that I had to bring it home. And I'm going to finish it probably tonight or something. I got something I want to show you. My fish. I don't know if you can see them swimming around, but I have fish in my tank. Hey, Negan, how you doing? But I have fish. And I'll post some pictures on my community tab of whenever they're swimming around and when they're a little more active. But for right now, they're kind of getting used to their surroundings. Let's see who all we got in the chat. We've got Lady Starfire, Corey M Dearest, Negan. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We got some content for you. Oh, ow. I'm so sorry, Negan. I am so sorry. Damn. That sucks. Well, Negan, I know you're probably not of the persuasion, but I will be praying for you and sending some positive vibes your way, buddy. I'll be sending some positive vibes your way. Hey, Lady Starfire, how you doing? Mayor McCheese Dick, he's got some stuff to say. 24 hours.
Difference 24 hours makes. You know, you want to expect the best from people, especially when they saying, "Oh, I've reformed, I'm different, I've changed, I'm better." You want to believe that, and the problem is that that's not happened. And last night's live stream made it abundantly clear that that's not happened. I've heard their comments when I wasn't there. And obviously, by their own comments, they have not changed at all, not even one whit. So, and keeping with that, I think it's only fair that I retaliate, and I say some things that need to be said, because I've kept my tongue. I've tried to be nice. I've tried to be cordial. I've tried to keep the high moral ground, but that ain't cutting the mustard now.
High moral ground, huh?
We're gonna talk about
high moral ground, huh? Fuck you.
John this morning, and my encounter with him, which was totally unpleasant, totally uncouth. He is absolutely dangerous behind the wheel of a car.
Thank you, Lady Starfire.
And I mean dangerous. numerous times he could have gotten us
Thank
killed,
you, Lisa
and I
V.
even told him so to his face. Constantly, and me sitting there telling him numerous times, John, we need a plan. I'm going to end up spending all my money on fast food. We need a plan. No, can't do it. It'll be all right, he kept saying. He kept saying it'll be all right.
He didn't even invite you up. Why did he need a plan if he didn't invite you up? Y'all weren't going to be living together. If he didn't invite you up, then why did you need a plan with him? You needed a plan. You needed a fucking plan. You freaking wasteoid. Why didn't you make a plan? You should have made a fucking plan.
It'll be all right. Well, I ended up spending $650 on fast food, man. That's insane. That's just flat insane. And there's no sense in that shit. But he's an absolute danger on the road. Numerous times he scared the shit out of me, intentionally. And he's extremely dangerous on the road. And nobody told me he was fucking gay as fuck. Nobody told me that shit. Thanks, trolls. I wish you'd have told me that shit.
You know what? It's none of your business what his persuasions are or what his predilections are. It's none of your business. And you know what, guys? Forgive me. They gave me muscle relaxers for my back. They may make me a little bit sleepy. I don't know. Right now, I'm just trying to relax. And we're just going to see where everything goes. I'm going to be on for at least an hour. At least an hour. Woke up this morning, back was on fire. Was hobbling like a 90-year-old woman. This cold is, that's the only thing I hate about being older. It's the only thing I hate about it. I could take the gray hair, the wrinkles, the getting a little bit pudgier, and all the other shit that goes along with it. But, there's just some shit that I just don't like. The pain is just one of the things that I just don't fucking like. The rest of it I can deal with or get around it in some way.
And I know there's going to be trouble. We tried to tell you. No, the fuck you didn't. You didn't try to tell me shit. You didn't try to tell me a damn
Hey,
thing.
Raccoon
Them
Man.
motherfuckers gay as fuck. You guys should have told me that shit. Or at least bisexual. And then, of course, there's his inherent racism, which just absolutely knows no fucking end. And I don't know.
You're a fucking racist. Isn't that something? A racist calling a racist.
And in the same breath, I'm not racist. Well, wait a minute. Why are you singling out black women? Because that's not only racist, that's sexist. You're not just racist, you're sexist. Why are you singling out black women? Why are you doing it? Especially when 3 of my girlfriends were black. So why are you doing that shit, man? Why? Why are you doing that shit? And disparaging women in every possible way imaginable. And me sitting there, I mean, even the fucking trolls were sitting there like, Vaughn looks pretty disgusted at what John's saying. Even the trolls were admitting that. Because I don't speak to women that way. I've never spoken to women that way. I've always been a gentleman. Of course, now, granted, I'm a lot older than John. John's only in his 30s. I'm in my 60s. But still yet. Most 30-year-olds don't even go around trash talking women. So I don't understand that. That is totally unnecessary.
Okay, when I got down to 125 pounds, I turned heads. I had a uh, young man in a sports car. I was walking in to go to work. I worked in a little shop, and I was wearing something kind of sexy. And he pulls up. He goes, "Hey, can I get your number?" I said, "Sorry, I'm married." And he says, "Your husband's a lucky man." And he drives off. This was 4 or 5 years ago. It wouldn't happen now. I'm 40 pounds heavier than what I was, 50 pounds heavier. After as heavy as I've been, that doesn't even sound that insurmountable. Sorry, I just went off on a fucking tangent. This fat fuck here, he wants a skinny woman. He wants a skinny woman. He wants a young woman, and he wants to make more babies.
And I have never seen anything like it in my life. The just
Hey,
absolute,
ever heard his own lies?
and John tried to say, well, that's being a New Yorker. No, no, because I was emailed by New Yorkers that really live in New York, and they said we're not we don't go that route. We're not that bad, and so and that's why I said, hey, maybe I should apologize to the New Yorkers. But in any event, yeah, that last night's live show where they were sitting there talking trash about me before I came on the show and after I left the show, pretty much solidified that they ain't changed a goddamn thing. They're still the same person, still acting the same. Careful now, still reacting the same way, still doing the same things. They've not changed one whit.
And neither of you. You're still arrogant, stupid, spending money on the lottery and fortune tellers. You won't bathe. And you know what? If you're sleeping outside, you really do need to keep clean. Keeping clean is a must. That's best. That's a real good way to catch something.
And that's unfortunate, really. It really is. Because I had high hopes. I had high hopes that.
And trench foot is a thing. Trench foot is a thing.
These people actually did give a shit. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about me.
Hey,
They
Tina
don't give a shit about
Tampons.
anything, apparently. But it's just, it's just very unfortunate.
Hey, Corey.
And I wanted
How
so
you doing,
badly for
hon?
things to change, so badly for things. So I'm the type of person, folks, I will actually give a person chance after chance after chance in the hopes that they will fucking grow a brain and change their ways. Well, that never happened.
Hey,
And last night
Lucifer.
is an
Hey,
absolute proof
Hatfield. How you
that it'll
doing,
never
bro?
happen. So now I think it's time for me to start doing my hate videos. Because up until this time, I haven't done any hate videos, have I? No, you notice I haven't done any. Because I don't believe in it. I really don't. But last night has changed me. Last night has proven to me.
All right. A good point was just brought up. You trolls should have told me. You trolls should have told me. What happened to "You trolls ruined my life"? Why would you listen to what we had to say? Why the fuck would you listen to what we had to say if we're such assholes? If we're so stupid, if we're such assholes, why would you listen to a word we had to say? Dumb son of a bitch.
That I need to do my own goddamn hate videos on a few people. And that this shit needs to be out there, especially in the fact that my parents are dead, my wife driven
Thank
insane,
you,
my kids taken
Corey.
away from me, my inheritance
Thank you,
stolen,
Irv.
all my mom's possessions stolen, all my dad's possessions stolen. You know, they even got CPS to take all my stimulus checks away from me. And for what? Oh, they out of their own mouths they said they did it for laughs. They did it for kicks. Okay, well, we have a word for that. It's called terrorism. It's called terrorism. When you destroy people's lives for fun, for laughs, that's terrorism. And that's the only way it can be described as terrorism.
When you don't feed your kids and you lock them in a room so that you can live stream, that's called neglect. Pure and simple neglect. I can play this little word game too. You want to throw another one out? Come on, let's play. How about lazy? Good for nothing. Dirty. Unwashed. Unsanitary. Ignorant.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just absolutely go on the attack, and I'm going to start doing my own goddamn hate videos.
Hail, my
Oh, and
mirrors!
by the way, since we're on the subject of hate videos, let me just remind you, all that hate on YouTube about me, do you think an employer would ever hire me with all that hate out there? No. No. As soon as they put my name in a Google search and they see all that hate, they're going to go get somebody else. They're not going to hire me.
But they don't do that, Von Helton. They don't do that because they could find me as well. Hell, my boss knows about my YouTube channel. I tell him about what I do. Wow, my fingers are swollen. I've had too much salt. You know something? Irv, this is a for instance. When I put a little bit of weight on, guess what? I didn't blame someone else for that. I blamed myself because I'm the one who stuffed my own face with that yummy delicious Halloween candy and birthday cake and all that other shit. Hey, let's keep it 100, people. Let's just keep it 100. I've been celebrating. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to do this and be able to present this to you guys. you know? So I've been celebrating a little too much.
Even if I was able bodied and could work, nobody's going to hire me with all that hate
You know something? If you got up and moved, your problems would go away.
out there. So you guys cost me potentially millions of dollars in revenue. Now, haven't you? Because there's no way I'm going to be able to get a business loan. There's no way I can start a business. There's no way I can get a job. There's no way I can do anything with all that hate out there. That's the truth. Because the first thing an employer is going to do, they're going
Hey,
to go
Bonnie
online and they're going
B.
to check me out. And they're going to see all that hate and they're going to say, I'm not hiring that guy. I can hire
Hey,
this
Misty
20-year-old
Day.
that isn't a cripple and that doesn't have a bunch of hate videos on YouTube. And that's exactly what they do. That's exactly what they do. So I think it's my turn to start doing some hate videos, even though I'm totally against that. Even though I absolutely despise hate videos. But it seems like that's what I need to do. I need to start exposing some of you motherfuckers and let them see what my version of what you guys are.
And you know what? I'm happy. I'm a happy person. Yeah, I'm a bit crabby, but that's just my nature. You know? Resting bitch face. That's just my face. It means nothing. This guy is deeply miserable. He is. He is fucking miserable. Him, Corky's miserable. You know, it's always miserable people. You know, he's miserable. Look at him. Poor little cocksucker.
Because I don't think I think there's a lot of people out there that haven't heard my version of the story. Like where John is a reckless driver, where John is, absolutely berated me. Okay, you've seen what happens online. You didn't see what happened offline,
Hey,
where he
CC
trash talked me to
1600.
no end. Where I was too stupid to do anything, and I was this and I was that, and it was all my fault, and everything is my fault. Everything. I mean, the fucking sun coming up in the morning is my fault. What the fuck? So it's time for me to do a few hate videos. Time to throw back on what y'all have done to me over the
You know
years.
what it's time for you to do? It's time for you to get a damn job. It's time for you to stand on your own two damn feet, even if it is just for a couple of years. Hell, at least Corky got a damn job, even if it is if he's dancing around in a cow suit. That's a job, and I applaud him for it. And he has a good attitude about it, which I give him total kudos for. And I'm not kidding. I'm not making that up. And I don't even like the little fucker. Kudos.
And then when my kids turn 18, then we'll get to hear their side of the story. Won't that be fun? We'll get to hear their side of the story. Because my kids are the real losers. They lost their mom, their dad, both sets of grandparents. They lost their inheritance. They lost their childhood because they lost their childhood for sure. Because, I mean, they didn't be no sooner outside playing than here comes CPS with a police officer to take them away. So they never got to have a childhood.
Because of you. They didn't have a dad that was present or a mom that was present. Oh, you were in the house, but y'all were both on the computer. Mouse doing whatever Mouse was doing and you doing whatever you were doing. And I'm not saying anything bad about Mouse. She was not equipped to deal with kids. I love you, Mouse. Sorry. And he expected her to do it all. While he laid around on his ass and just did whatever the hell he wanted to do.
They never got to have a childhood. And that is fucking evil. I don't give a fuck what your position is in government. If you're a CPS worker and you've taken people away from their parents, you are
Hey,
a piece of
Blue.
shit. And you deserve to be told that. Now I
You know what? I just misspoke. Mouse was taken off all of her meds, is why she wasn't present and she wasn't equipped to deal with kids. She was taken off of all of her meds by that son of a bitch because he didn't want her to gain weight. That's selfish as hell. I'd rather be a little chunky and be able to cope from day to day than be thin and crashing out every other day.
could see if they come to my house and my kids had cuts and bruises and they were malnourished and shit like that. Okay, yeah, I could see that. But my kids were model citizens. My kids, when I took my kids out to a grocery store or a department store, was my kids running down up and down a fucking hall screaming and yelling and pulling shit off the shelves? No, my kids were well mannered. You know why? Because they had a father that taught them manners, that taught them respect, that taught them honor and dignity. Something that you trolls have absolutely no clue about. Oh, Von's a shitty father.
You don't have dignity. You don't have honor either. If you had honor, you wouldn't lie.
Well, if Von's such a shitty father, why were my kids always well mannered out in public and yours weren't? Oh, did that burn a little bit? Good. I hope it did. Because we're gonna be burning some more shit. I'm a model citizen, motherfucker. When them police officers stop me and they pull up my name right at the fucking top, and this comes from a police officer.
Now this happens. This happens to me occasionally. You know, when the pharmacy can't get your prescriptions filled on time, and you wind up going without for a day or so, and you start getting the shakes, and you start feeling flu-like symptoms, and you start feeling emotional over every little thing, and your whole body becomes one big nerve ending. You don't want to be touched. You don't want to talk to anybody. You don't want to interact with anybody. You just want everybody to stay out of your way. Yeah, I know a little about it. I've had my meds stolen too. They had a big sting at the post office back in 2010, 2011, something like that. They were stealing meds from the VA. They stole my Ambien. I didn't get a decent night's sleep for over 30 days. And the VA wouldn't replace it, knowing that it had gotten stolen.
Himself. He said right at the top of the goddamn screen, model citizen. Can you say the same?
Mine says veteran. Can yours say that? No, it doesn't. I can be a member at the VFW. Can you? VFW stands for Veterans of Foreign Wars, and I'm a veteran of a foreign war. We've got a couple of them that are VFW members in here. They can say that. Can you? No, you sure can't.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't.
Can you say that you haven't had your kids taken out of your house because your house was filthy and your kids weren't fed and they were they hadn't been bathed and their clothes were dirty? 13 separate times you sent them to school with lice shampoo in their hair. You buzzed off all their hair. God, you are such an ignorant fuckhead.
Think you can.
Even the little girl's hair you buzzed off.
So get your fucking mouth off of me, all of you. Because you don't hold a candle to me.
Go to hell. Go to hell. You are not a model citizen, sir. Model citizens pay their taxes. Fuckface.
You don't even come close to what I am. And to what I've seen and what I've experienced and what I've lived through.
Hold my beer.
Them children of mine were raised to be good people, out in public as well as in private. Now, granted, when they got home, they acted like hellions sometimes. But when they were out in the fucking halls, pulling shit off the shelves and yelling and screaming as loud as they could go, because I taught my children to be respectful. That's what I taught my children. I taught them to be respectful. And you motherfuckers letting your kids run up and down the goddamn halls, and them fucking obese, literally obese, Well, what is that? That's child abuse, motherfucker. Them kids are so goddamn fat that you can barely see their goddamn eyeballs poking through their fucking faces. Obesity is child abuse. Now I know down in Kentucky they let it they pass they gave them a pass, but they shouldn't because it is child abuse. They jumped on my ass because my kids were healthy and slim and trim, which is what kids should be because
Slim and trim, you mean emaciated. You mean emaciated,
it should
right?
be out running and playing. It shouldn't be obese. All right. And we're going to set some records straight here. Because now it's my turn to make hate videos, right? And I got a lot of fucking hate, right? So let's see if we can't just turn the tables and put this shit back where it belongs, back on your guys' heels, because it ain't got nothing to do with me. So back to John, as I see it's 12 minutes. Back to John. Extremely dangerous. He gets emotional over the least little thing. I'm sitting there eating breakfast at McDonald's. Some kind woman was nice enough to give me one of them gift cards so that I could get me some breakfast. She just comes up to me and hands it to me and says, "Here, I felt led to give you this." I'm like, "Okay, thank you." And so I'm sitting there eating breakfast, minding my own business, not a care in the world. Here comes John storming in the door. "Why are you eating breakfast? How are you allowed to eat? What do you do?" Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, "Dude, some lady gave me a card, a gift card." And he flies off the handle. "Show me this gift card works." I took him up and showed him that it worked, which, by the way, wasted the last $3 on the gift card, showing him how it works. And then when we went back, he flies off the handle, grabs me by the throat, and fucking pins me up against the wall and says, "I could kill you for this." Well, you know what, John? That's called terroristic threatening, motherfucker. That's what that's called. So here's an ultimatum for you, Johnny boy. You either give me the $1,100 you still owe me for my measly stupid trip there to New Jersey, or I'm going to press charges. How about them apples? And then we go to pull that fucking tape out of that McDonald's restaurant, and your ass goes to prison for life.
You know, Von Helton, he's not going to get life in prison. It's just your word against his, unless there is tape. And then they're going to ask why you didn't press charges. And you got yourself right here on video blackmailing him. You're so dumb. Why do you have to be so stupid? Why do you, I mean, why, why do you have to be so stupid?
How about them apples, motherfucker? Now you give me my 11. I expect my $1,100 to be on my Cash App today.
Expect $1,100 to be on his Cash App. Don't hold your fucking breath, bitch. I don't think that was gonna fucking happen. You can count that on under things that aren't gonna happen for $1,000, Alex. That muscle relaxer is helping. Sitting here isn't nearly as uncomfortable. Oh, for crying out loud.
Today, fucker, or you'll go
Today,
to jail.
fucker.
There is no statute of limitations on attempted murder, motherfucker.
He didn't attempt to murder you. You you melodramatic little you God, you're worse than a chick.
Ask any cop. So yeah, you go and pay me my fucking money
New
now.
maximum
I'm done
effort. How
playing
you
with y'all. After
doing,
what I saw
honey?
last night on that live show, yeah, I'm done playing. And now it's time for me to make some hate videos. The only difference is that my hate videos ain't full of lies and half-truths. My hate videos are going to be absolute facts that anybody can go and verify and look up. That's the difference. So now, how about we do them apples? How about we do that shit? Sound like a plan? I can't believe that you guys were sitting there trash talking me all fucking night. And me thinking that you guys finally growed a fucking brain and started flying right. Well, you ain't flown right. You ain't flown right at all. One phone call from me, John, and your ass is gone for life. Gone for life. And as for that motherfucker that's stalking me, yeah, we're gonna get your ass too, motherfucker. We'll get.
Shit. Who's stalking you, you prick? Who gives a shit? You know, this is a whole new bit of desperation. It is. Oh, my fish are so cute. They are so cute. They're little schooling fish. They all school together. I'll take some pictures and post them on my uh, community tab.
Get you too. But yeah, I'm done playing with you son bitches. What I saw last
Man, he's really chewing his neck.
night absolutely made me mad as fuck. And that shit stops right now. Because now it's time for me to make some hate videos.
I got uh I got some tetras, I got some neons, and some other kind of fish. I forgot what kind they were. Um, they're orange, and I got some I got some clear fish, and they're really pretty. But I do know what neons are because I've had neons before.
Now, I've tried my level best to stay out of that fucking bullshit, making hate videos and stuff
Oh,
like that.
thank you, maximum effort.
I went way up to try and stay the fuck out of that mess. But no, can't do it apparently.
Thank you, maximum effort. And I want to thank everybody for their kind words today. Um, when I went to barbecue place today, it's a place that they just love vets. Okay, and they had a bagpipe honor guard, and they were playing a song, and it brought me back to Iraq and my friends that were dead. We all made it home alive, but we didn't make it once we got home, if you understand my meaning. Yeah, it made me a little sad. I had a little mini meltdown, but, you know, I'm all right now. Remember, 22 veterans a day pass away from suicide. I'm not going to censor myself. 22 a day. Buddy check. For real, guys. Do a buddy check.
So now it's my turn to make some hate videos. Now it's my turn to hear people hear my side of the story.
Oh, you got a lot of balls now that you ain't in front of John now, huh? Because you wasn't willing to speak up whenever you was right in front of that big man.
Right? Yeah. So how about them apples? And don't go away, folks, because I got more videos coming. Because we're going to start exposing these motherfucking trolls. We're going to put some hate videos out about them. And you're going to hear a lot of shit about them that you didn't know because they were all hush-hush about it. Remember, folks, I got to see all their messages on Google+. I got to see all their fucking messages on Yahoo Messenger on them fucking hard drives back there. I got to see everything. I got to see it all. And you're going to get to hear it all from me. Because we're going to find out just exactly what these people are and what they're like and what they're capable of doing. Right? Yeah, because that's what needs to happen. This shit needs to stop. And it needs to stop right now.
Shit.
And it's going to. And then we're going to start exposing the rest of these trolls and putting them behind bars where they belong. That's the plan. Because this has gone. I mean, like I said, man, I always, and it's partially my fault because I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I try to put put people on a pedestal even in some cases, and say, hey, man, maybe they didn't mean it. Oh, they meant it. I mean, last night's live show proved that they meant it. Proved that they meant every word of it. They haven't changed. Oh, I'm on your side, Vaughn. No, you're not.
What did they say that was so horrific? What did they say that was so fucking horrific? For real, Vaughn. For real. They didn't say anything that horrific that I saw. Or maybe I was just stoned. Hell, I don't know. Who cares? God, get over your fucking self. Jeez. Big fucking baby.
Not on my side at all. You're not on my side at all. None of you are. The only one that's on my side is that little doggy back there. He's the only one that's on my side.
Oh,
Ain't none
his
of you
stench.
motherfuckers on my side.
Oh, okay.
Not a
I
one of you.
missed that.
This is a bunch of shit.
I missed that. They talked about his stink, his stench. His aroma. You don't smell like tulips, huh? Or you don't smell like roses, huh? Yeah, he smells more like a freaking cesspool. Where my two little rose quartz figures go? Oh, there's the male. Female. And terror slug. I'm doing this to discourage the cats from coming up here. Yeah, that should do it.
And it needs to stop. You know, I have tried my best to give you guys chance after chance after chance to change your ways and to apologize to me for what you did to my family. Not even close. Not even close.
What was done to your family? You did it. You did it all. I mean, for fuck's sake, Vaughn. When are you going to take any ownership of any of the shit you've done? You won't even do it on your deathbed, will you? Not even when you're standing in hell. That's okay, Vaughn. Hell's full of innocent people.
So now it's time for me to make some hate videos, ain't it? Oh, and by the way, YouTube, if you want to take down my videos, you better be taking down theirs first or I'll sue your motherfucking ass into the ground. Because that's open and shut discrimination at that point. You hear me, YouTube? You hear me, you fucking lawyers for YouTube? You take down my hate videos, I'll be taking you down. Now you YouTube have left these fucking hate videos and these fucking hate channels, the Von Helden hate channels, you've left them up for 20 fucking years. So you got no excuse. Even though those channels violate your YouTube terms of service on numerous violations, not the least of which is harassment. Harassment is in your own terms of service, YouTube. Why didn't you take all these Von Helden hate channels down?
See, the thing is, though,
and then it's not like you weren't given a list, because I snail mailed you a list.
He can do it to you, but you can't do it to him, see. That's the way that shit works. You know? Sorry, I'm just checking on my fish. Making sure nobody's dead. Everybody's still swimming around. Yeah.
Hey, did you get your food? I'll get it. List of all the fucking hate channels, and you never took none of them down, did you, YouTube? No, you didn't. So please take down these hate videos, fucking ass too. I'll see you into the ground, YouTube. And I'll win. I don't give a damn how good your lawyers are. I'll win. Because I got 20 years of history where you left these fucking hate channels up, disparaging me, harassing me, manipulating me, trying to get people to hate me, and them not even knowing who I am. Not even knowing me. So yeah, we're going to make some changes around here. Yeah, we are. And that's 20 minutes, so I'm going to ring this off. But yeah, I think it's time for me to change my tactics here a little bit. Maybe it's time for me to start exposing these trolls for who they really are and what they did to my family. And then let them squirm a little bit. Because here's what I'm going to do. I'm not only going to make a hate video, I'm going to notify the FBI.
Oh, really? Well, it's the channel is those people, and the moniker is Rabid Old Bat. Okay? You got it? That's enough for now. Anyhow, things are going to change around here. Tell him, Vaughn. Tell him.
And I'm gonna clue them in as to who you motherfuckers really are. And that stupid IC3 website, I can't stand that motherfucker because you can't add no attachments, you can't add no links, you can't do shit. And it sucks. They need to fix that. I need to be able to add attachments and add links to the IC3 website, and you can't do it in its current form. Somebody needs to fix that. Anyway, point being, things need to be changed. Okay,
Get some teeth.
last night was the last motherfucking straw. All right, it
Go fuck yourself.
just was. And this shit needs to change.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay? Because obviously you fuckers don't give two shits about me. You don't give two
Nope.
shits about me. And you proved it last night with your own comments. And don't bother deleting it because I made sure I got a copy. So we're gonna make sure that there's a few hate videos made about you all. Right? Oh, and this new batch of trolls. Hey, new batch of trolls that think you're so Billy bad and you're so tough. I put up with 20 years of abuse from trolls. You ain't shit. You can talk shit all you want, but you ain't shit. And the fact that you're publicly harassing a mental patient, yeah, you go to jail for that, dumbass. You don't have a right to harass a mental patient online. No, you don't.
You're a mental patient? Well, what a coinkydink. So am I. So that sort of cancels it out, don't it? Since, I'm kind of a disturbed person. I am. I admit it. I am somewhat disturbed. My husband knows this. Um, Von Helton, it's crazy on crazy crime. I've been in and out of psych wards for the last got home in 2008, 2009, something like that. That long ago. I was 41. Let's just put it that way. I was 41 years old. God, I was young.
It's not a right. It's not free speech. It's not fair use. Okay? It's a crime. And every one of you motherfuckers are going to go to jail for that shit too. Especially pulling off this stunt of impersonating a judge, impersonating a prosecuting attorney, impersonating a defense attorney, impersonating a court of law. Yeah, we're going to make sure you motherfuckers go to jail for that shit.
Hey, One
Absolutely.
Arm Games.
Absolutely. And like I said, I've already
Hey,
turned a
Bad
bunch of your
Wolf.
asses over to the FBI. And I intend to turn the rest of you over to the FBI too. And let's see where the chips fall. Because I got a funny feeling that when the FBI is done with their investigations, they're going to find out, oh, wait, Von Helden ain't a pedophile. Von Helden ain't a murderer. Von Helden ain't this. Von Helden ain't that. All these accusations that you made about me, patently untrue.
Every last one of those accusations is true. You as good as murdered your mother. Why you're not in a jail cell, I don't know. That's up for fucking debate. Oh my God. Plus everything else. You are just, I just want to punch him. Just one time. Just punch him right in his ugly face.
But what they are going to find is that many of you are convicted felons, or at the very least have a criminal record. Many of you are
Thank you,
repeat
Bad Wolf.
offenders. Many of you are PDF files. We're gonna find out all kinds of information about you trolls, because I'm gonna expose every fucking one of you, and we're gonna get that shit done, and it's gonna be handled. And YouTube ain't gonna do shit to me, because if they do, I'll sue their fucking ass into the goddamn ground, and they know I can do it too. 20 years of fucking hate channels about me on your service, YouTube? Yeah, you better not take down none of my videos, because it'd be the last thing you do. Because I'll own YouTube at that point. But yeah, this shit's got to stop. This shit has got to fucking stop. What I saw last night of berating me and talking shit about me, and me there trying to help and trying to give you guys break after break, chance after chance after chance. Oh, maybe they'll be better today. Maybe they'll be better tomorrow. No, they ain't gonna change. They ain't gonna fucking change. See, this is one of the things that I've always believed about the so-called.
Well, see, it all depends. My temper's a weird thing. I'll either hit him once and be satisfied. If I knock his ass out, or grab a hold of his shirt and just hit him repeatedly until I am satisfied, which could take a minute, or until my knuckles say no more.
Justice system. I don't believe the justice system has ever reformed anyone. I think if you're a murderer and you go to jail, when you get out of jail, you're going to be a murderer again.
Your words. Your words. You stepped over your mother to inherit her stuff. You essentially killed the golden goose that laid the golden egg.
Or a rapist or child molester or whatever the fuck it is you do. I don't think it reforms anyone. I do not believe that jail reforms anyone. There's only one reform, and that's a bullet between their eyes from a firing squad. That is reform. That is getting shit off the streets. Because no amount of punishment, look at these trolls. Are these trolls afraid of the police? No. Are they afraid of a justice system? No. They're not afraid of anything. They just got an entire government, a local government, to destroy a man's entire family and steal all of his finances.
No. No. We watched while you destroyed your life. Bit by bit. You would still have a roof over your head if you had just paid your fucking taxes, you dumb son of a bitch. Jesus fucking Christ. How many times do I have to say this, you dirty looking son of a bitch? Oh my God. Get a hint and a breath mint. Do you even look in a mirror, bro? At the dirt in your beard, mustache, and face. Not conducive to getting a fucking female, you idiot.
So are they afraid of going to jail or afraid of the judicial system? No. There is one thing that they're afraid of, and that's a bullet right between the eyes, and that's the only thing they're afraid of. Hell, some of them may not even be afraid of that. Some of them may not even be afraid of that. But yeah, man, you try to give people the benefit of the doubt, try to give them chance after chance after chance. And it didn't work, did it? You saw that live show
Hey,
last
Arkham
night, same as I
Mods, how
did.
you
Sitting there
doing?
trash talking me. And me doing everything I can to try to give them the benefit of the doubt and try to help them. Not no more. Not no more, trolls. Now it's time for me to make some hate videos. And my hate videos will be absolute truth. That anybody will be able to back up and go check. Right? This is nuts. This is stupid. There ain't no sense in this shit. And I'm done doing live shows with you and trying to communicate with you guys. Because it's obviously not doing any good now, is it? No, it ain't. $1,100, John. Better have it, or I'm calling the police.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that, you dumb bastard. You ain't getting that from him. You have about as much chance of getting that from him as we do of seeing you take a bath. You have about as much chance of seeing that $1,100 as you do of seeing winning lotto numbers. Not at all. You know what? I'd be pissed off at your gods and goddesses of creation because you have wasted so fucking much money on lottery tickets. Only to come up empty-handed. They won't tell you what convenience store and what time to be there. At least they won't tell you the numbers. What, would that be a vulgar display of their power? I mean, come on, Vaughn. You say the gods and goddesses of creation give you the power to bust up hurricanes. You are such a piece of work. Man, you are a piece of work.
Fuck you. I'm calling the police. Simple as that. You understand? You understand plain English? Going out there and you physically assaulting me not once but twice, and then talking shit about me,
Fuck you? Wow.
talking to me like I'm a fucking dog the whole time I was there, and driving like a fucking maniac. Could have got me killed. Then filming me when I'm in a compromising situation. Yeah, we're done.
We didn't see anything. We didn't see anything. And no, I do not want to see your dinger.
We are so done with that shit. So done with that shit.
Yours is the only dinger I don't want to see. Krusty.
I think it's time for shit to change. That's what I think. That money better be in my Cash App today, John. And I mean today. I mean, you flashed around $3,000 like it wasn't nothing, so I know you got the money. Give me my money, dude, or I call the cops, and I'd sue you. It's that simple. You go to jail for life, John. So you better be thinking. Better be thinking hard. Give me my money. And as for the rest of you, I'm going to start exposing you motherfuckers too. Because this shit's got to end. It's just got to fucking end. I'm done. I'm done with this. I want my money, John. And if I find there's anybody else that owes me money, you better be paying me too. Because I'm going to expose every one of you motherfuckers. I'm done playing. That live show last night, sitting there talking shit about me, and me trying my level best to give you guys break after break, chance after chance. Yeah, I'm done with that. I'm totally done with that shit.
Oh, why don't you suck a 1,000,000 pound dick, you big old baby? Shit. Damn. You can't take it a little bit? What, you think I haven't heard some of the shit people said about me? And I still let them in my chat? Yeah, I heard about it. And you know what? I figure it's none of my business, really. They wanted me to know, they would tell me. It did hurt my feelings, though.
All right, ran over. Have a good one, folks.
Hey, Lynette, how you doing? Hey, Shaza, how you doing, honey? Okay. Well, that's about all the time I got. I gotta go get something to eat. Uh, I want to thank everybody that came and saw me today. You guys rock. I don't care if you were here for 10 minutes, 10 seconds, or the whole thing. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. You know why? Well, do you? It's because nobody else will. Now, y'all take care, and I'll see you for a happy hour. Bye. Peace.